Welcome to Off, which is an RPG game, an RPGMaker game, from 2008. It's made by a French man, Mortis Ghost. And I've heard of this game before, of course. If you haven't, well, I mean, fair enough. If you're watching this, then you probably heard of it. If you haven't, then fair enough. Again, a lot of these games I think are like relatively influential and relatively big around certain circles, but in realistic terms, they're not very big. They're not very well known. But I think Off is slightly bigger than you'd expect. I know next to nothing about it, but I've heard about it a couple years ago. And it's of special note is because Off is getting a fully fledged remake, remaster. I mean, I think it's like a lot of genuine huge overhauls to certain parts of the gameplay. In translation, music is a big deal. I know they got special composers. Toby Fox is involved. All sorts of, like, that seems like a big hullabaloo. And that's happening at the end of this year. And I've already pre-ordered it, because I was like, I want it. I want it. I thought about waiting, and then I had a second thought about, well, before I play the new, brand new spanking version, I kind of want to play the original. Normally I wouldn't do that, but this game isn't actually very long, all things considered. And like this, you think about Undertale, you think about Yume NIkki or Hylix or Ib, or there's like a, not that any of those games are even similar. This maybe in some cases they are, but they feel like they go in the same circle of games, and I like all of those games. But enough delay. It's time to beat Off on stream. I actually am very excited. I've had this downloaded on my computer for ages. The translation team would like to dedicate this third and final version of the English Off translation to the memory of Felix the Judge. Rest in peace. We love you. This is the third translation version. There was an old original one. Then there was translation 2. I was doing a lot of reading about it because I was like, what do I play? The second one apparently was kind of the more famous one. The third one might be a bit more accurate, but some people have strong fondness for translation 2. And I just figured I'm going to go with 3. I don't have that nostalgia or that strong feelings about it. If 3 is the most technically correct one, I'll go with that one. Localization is hard, and fan translations can be difficult. Not everyone has the Mother 3 tomato to handle things, so... Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public. Or maybe not. Soundtrack and sound effects of Off, created by alias Conrad Coldwood, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them. I would wager music's an important part of every game, but... point taken. Unproductive fun time? Well, actually, that's what we're doing now. Enter your name. See, I think it's... because at this point, there are so many games that take influence. I don't want to say it all goes back to Earthbound and Mother, because I think there were other games at the time who probably did similar things, but... I mean, it's a long and old concept of the player's name in the game. So in this case, I think I will actually go with my name when it says enter your name. Because I don't know if that's going to matter or not, but I always feel like you never know. And I've heard this game has some interesting things. All right. Welcome. You've been assigned to a being called the Batter. Like baseball. The batter is on a mission. The batter. Batter. Sorry, as an American, we make our T's become D's. Batter. The batter over there, the batter is on a mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you know. We will lay both out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. Off. I feel like I should have said it slower. I knew that there was a character called the Batter, but I don't actually know anything about this game, like, whatsoever. I've seen very little brief flippets and snippets, and that's really about it. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or the enter key. Interesting. And there's a lot of RPGMaker games out there, right? From the early 2000s, mid 2000s, late 2000s era. And they all seem relatively influential. I gotta say, I like the coloring. Again, I can already see, like, just visually how games took from this. Zone Zero. You know, this is probably a double headphone kind of a game, isn't it? That's a good cat. There cannot be any living beings in Zone Zero. Hence, I deduce that you are a pure figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. I'm the batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. It is a pleasure, although it was not the body I was addressing, but the soul that harbors it. What is your name, controller? I'm gonna sit down for this. His name is AJ. He can't talk to us. Yeah, I already like this. Immediately. However, he can see and hear everything. Even though you, too, are but an imaginary specter in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear AJ. I believe we need your help. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. Well, most people love cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in a most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area, if it is of any help to you. Thanks. Yeah, immediately, I've talked about it before, how much I love meta-narrative stories in games. I feel like one of the strongest things, one of the things that can have the most impact on a player of a video game, something that utilizes the strengths of the medium of storytelling in games, is a meta element wherein you as a player are part of the story. It's impossible to get around this obstacle. Maybe not everybody agrees with that necessarily, but I've always felt that way. A luck ticket has been found. The batter. Purifier. Level 1 pure. Huh. Interesting. Herald bat. Who the fuck is Herald? Nothing. But, yes. I still feel that those meta-narrative kind of stories can be incredibly impactful. 448287. Possessed? What? Do I need to write this down? I'm gonna write this down. Just, I don't know if it's necessary, but 448287 and like a fucking C. Again, I always have a notepad on my desk at this point. Not every game needs a notepad, but you never know. Allow me to inform you that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial. Isn't it phantasmagorical? Maybe I'm wrong. Being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. I love his face. Then I was mistaken from the beginning, and you did not even interrupt me in my fanciful phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given to encounter in this place. I had, incidentally, concluded that Zone Zero was an empty land. It is all too obvious that I was led astray. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, hostile individuals might attack you most violently. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Yeah, I would. That sounds very useful. Purification in progress. Good sprite. This is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right hand of the screen. Most unusual. Your opponent, however, in this case, yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for single combat. In the beginning. At the beginning of combat, a choice will be presented to you. You have to decide between attack and auto. Naturally, attack allows you to engage in the fight in classical fashion. If auto is your choice, the computer will make the strategic decisions in your place, turning you into a simple spectator, like me. But now it is time to make an attempt. Choose attack, select the batter, then choose attack anew to slay me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not restrain itself, and I fear I would die, taking my secrets to me with the grave. That's curious. That's very curious what that might mean. Competence. It makes me wonder if there is... I heard there might have been like multiple slight differences in the endings, or like what differences might happen depending on what I do. Excellent, dear sportive companion. Know that both the level of the batter and that of his opponent determines the impacts of your assaults. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slyly avoid the offensive moves. Finally, on occasion, your concrete will allow you to release a critical strike, causing teeth to fly in heaps. But let us proceed. If you are willing to, you've noticed that when you first chose attack upon selecting the batter, a new window opened itself up at the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Attack, competence, objects, and flee. Is the option of a coward. While I dehort this alternative, know that only the batter may select it in his personal menu. Ah, oh, as in I can't select it, the batter can. Oh, that's fascinating. Next luck ticket integration to use it on the batter's person. Ow. That was unpleasant. What is row? Huh, interesting. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on the brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am, of course, talking about competences. They are, generally speaking, special moves that trigger surprising effects. It may be that they are particularly powerful attacks or such that they induce a resurgence of health points. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competences leads to a consumption of competence points. So I suggest that you use your skills with parsimony. Once your CP are consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults. And if by some mischance you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent, before recovering some CP, your victory will be uncertain. But let's try right away. Choose competence and try using wide angle. Angle? Wide angle, which allows you to analyze your enemy. When it seems relatively standard battle system. I've heard there's some little finickiness here, but I'm curious what that will be. The judge. A cryptic feline of odd appearance. 300, CP of 30. Now you know not only all about my attributes, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle. Know that its analysis will always be based on the start of battle. Thus it may accidentally analyze adversaries you've already knocked down for a long time. Confrontation ends, theoretically, when the health of your opponent, of your team, or all of your opponents falls to 0. Sorry, I'm checking something. Fascinating. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you will be ready to dispose of all impure obstacles that dare appear in your luminous mission's way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability in dealing bat blows to an innocent cat. Be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. You know what? I'm realizing now for this stream, it's probably better to have that. Although, very unfortunate that, like, clicking off... clicking off. But, like, okay, let me reset things. Very unfortunate that by clicking off of this fucking screen is, I see. So if I do this and then I do, like, this, and I do this, I do this. Sorry, I'm fucking. Yeah, because I can't, like, see what I'm fucking doing without clicking off. There we go. That's might be better for this stream, just because it makes everything nice and big. So I still can't move that obstacle that's in our way. What was the dialogue? It is impossible to get around this obstacle. Mellifluous. What is mellifluous? Not evil. What the fuck? I always try to use phones' intellectual ideas to hear my voice. It never works. Sweeter music. Pleasant to hear. Not exactly what I mean when I say mellifluous. These words aren't mellifluous. They're just... It's very verbose. I like it. Also, I think anytime I play a game that's ever so slightly looking like this, I think of Mother 1. Just not as, like, graphically intense, maybe? Oh, I get it. It's a puzzle. Possible to get around this obstacle. So I'm gonna do... one... Actually, let me talk to you first. Ah, yes. To pass through you, it will be necessary to use your cerebral organ correctly. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your cranium. I think that these floating blocks correspond in some way or another to the symbols you can see on the wall. That's so. I think you might be right. I don't suppose that... I don't suppose that did anything down here. I like the creamy white water that surrounds this apartment complex. Land of light and rain. Is that what it was? It the land of light and rain? Lolar? I don't remember now. 126823. Wait a second. 448287. Wait a second. If I do like a numpad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I don't know what it's done. 126823. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. I'm actually going back down. I don't think there's like a dramatic puzzle here, but like... Also, what happens if we go back to the very start? What was over here? Oh yeah, there's these. Already selected. Block is gonna bother me. 448287. 448287. Fuck. I don't know, man. Quite peculiar. Honestly, this is how I fucking speak sometimes. It's impossible. Climb, Mr. Batterman. I guess I can't tell him to do that, but... I mean, I feel like a lot of meta-narrative kind of stuff started as a jokey kind of a way. I almost wonder if not just Homestuck, but things like that were very influential in the 2000s in terms of having that level of you were involved in the story somehow. There has always been a meta level. 126. 3. Eight. Huh, yeah, exactly. I get it. I understand. Finally, after all that effort, the long-awaited reward makes its entrance to the scene. I want some. I have nothing to bite. Crunch, nom nom. What if I... Here. Good Foley. What if I go... Piece of silver flesh has been found. Interesting. I have to... By the way, I have to eat this apple now. I've taken, like, little itty-bitty, like, cat bites out of it, and I have to, like... Fortunately, I think my compression removes it mostly, but... Wait, what? It was 448,287. Am I crazy? Oh. 44. 2. 8. Oh. 2. 8. 7. Why was it upside down here, but not up? Okay, whatever. The C is always at the bottom, but those... Oh, whatever. It's just an order. The number pad, it starts... You know, actually, no, they're right, I think. If you look at, like, a keypad to, like, get into a gate or something, it's 1 at the top and 8 at the bottom, ain't it? I don't know why I started at the bottom. I don't know what... Yeah, my brain was messed up. Good kitty. Here we have an accessory that will prove especially useful to your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube, floating in the air, as you have probably noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from its ilk by the contrast of its clashing colors. Assaulting your gaze with bad taste and defying any sensible course of plastic arts. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from restoring the entirety of your health and competence, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you into the nothingness. Nothingness is a place of transition outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. It's a warp point. I now invite you to try for yourself in order to discover the locations more populous in this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly toward the following zones without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry yourself. I too travel between the different zones of the world. Perhaps we will come to meet again. Ah. By the by. Oh, by the by. Take this. This was, I don't have a curious name. Will be the key that shall permit you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can, at any moment, consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key? The Leo card. Just de-equip everything. I don't need a bat. Punch him. Be a pugilist. Oh, I didn't grab it yet. Or did I? Why was... There was already a save on this when I downloaded it, which was very strange. I feel like I... No, I feel like I missed something. I should have clicked into it and see what it was. It's calling me out, boy. Well, that's freaky. Sorry, French whispering is not what I want. I don't want to say, like, references to Yume NIkki, necessarily. But this does give me, like, echoes of that in some ways. Start in Zone 0. We got to go to Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Is there a 4 and a 5? It's impossible to enter. You need an adequate Zodiac card. Zone 2. If I go back to Zone 0, it's here. Zenless Zone 0. I don't know, this place is pretty zen. Not gonna lie. Zone 1. Now this is the land of light and rain. And of green radioactive filth. Pink and green. Yeah, I actually am immediately very much into this. I don't want to say this is my niche of stuff I like to play, because I like everything, but... like mamby-pamby, artsy-fartsy, weird internet RPG strangeness. Nelsie. Elsen. I love his face. I love this guy. This guy is a friend. Look at him. Runway number 1 is a very useful means of transport to get to different areas of Zone 1. That sounds useful. Hello? Please select your destination. Damien! What, the guy from the Omen? Damon Albarns? Whoa. Zone 1. I love it. Yeah, this oozes style, obviously. Damien. Runway number 2 hasn't been coming for a long time. Elson. Oh, it was Elson. Niamad. Namid. I don't know, I'm trying to read them in reverse. The other one made me confused. What? A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an expector? No. I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Right? Who sent you? Nobody. Being led by AJ. Huh. I don't know him. He must be a member of the superior personnel. In any case, that's good. That means our requests have been approved. Come on, I'm going to explain your task. What the excuse me? God. Sorry, visually, I'm very much a fan. Colors and the geometric design, the simplicity is very nice, and then all of the, like, this texture work is good. You are here in the smoke mines of Damien, in the south of Zone number 1. Here we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. Why? Why? Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to other zones. The Queen, huh? The rest of it flows free and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. You're freeing oxygen. A central element, the first among the 4 elements. How interesting. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. There we are, and so, well, how do I put this? What are the impures? Oh, yes. There we go. There are many specters in the mine, and they are getting more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be good if you wouldn't go there, because the regulations forbid access to the smoke mines for visitors. So, here's what we're gonna do. There's an annex tunnel that nobody ever goes to, but a miner went in there sometime long ago, and he saw something strange. You hear that, Walter? He said, nothing like the usual. So I thought, maybe that's the leader of the Spectres. So, there we are.
If you accept, you'll go into the Amex mine and kill the leader of the Spectres. Then the Spectres will disappear and we can work again properly. There we go. Do you have any questions?
No.
Ah, great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down here. Me?
Gangaka.
Me? I will wait for you here.
Okay, thanks. And? A luck ticket has been found. Yeah, I actually am a very big fan of, like, very simple geometric RPG worlds. It's very appealing. Soon I might be promoted. I'll be able to do surveillance in Alma. I'm anxious for that to happen. Sure. Access to the smoke mines is forbidden for all unauthorized personnel. Oh well, do you understand? You go down into the annex tunnel and kill the leader of the Spectres. This way, after you're done, we can work again. That would be great. I don't know what this voice... It kind of makes me think of what my cousin sounded like when he was a kid. When I was also a kid, but he was a slightly bigger kid. Good voice. Well, I love the stereotypical, like, go down indication in RPGs. That's just this. Good fade in, good fade out. Yo! Well, well. Who do we have here? Is that not AJ and his charming jumping jack? The batter? Might you be the Spectre's leader? No, no. Certainly not. I'm only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is being extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you take for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I think it is one of those peculiar things called a spherical add-on. I very well tried to appropriate it, but the operation has systematically failed. But I am thinking, maybe you, one who is not a physical matter, will perhaps succeed in binding the spiritual entity to yours. It's interesting that it's continually bringing up the fact that I am not the batter is not me. The distinction there. And not even just bringing it up once, but continually addressing it. He called him my jumping jack, as if he's not. He's being led, the batter's being led here by me, but how much independence does he have in his own actions? Oh, there was something else he said, now I don't remember what it was, that made me draw a pause. I invite you to attempt retrieval of a spherical add-on. Add-on Alpha has joined you. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Fair enough, since it has decided to accompany you. I know only to advise you to make the best possible use of it. Got it. The leader of the Spectres isn't here. Apologies, but I fear I have to respond in the negative. This add-on aside, I have not crossed paths with a single moving soul in this place. What about a non-moving soul? Oh, it is literally an add-on. What do I give? Audacious symbol. It's so stark. Everything is so stark. There's nothing here. This is the sort of spot that I am particularly fond of. What you seek is certainly located elsewhere. Very stark. Which I think is on purpose, but... Hey, who's the better? Why is he... Hey, you've returned. So, have you killed the leader of the Spectres? No. It wasn't there. Oh, really? Bugger, crap. Well then, I believe that I'll have to let you enter the main gorges then. But, the regulations are against it. Alright, I suppose this is a very special case as stated in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the main mines are on the right. There. Will you find the leader of the Spectres? Well, it would be great if that was possible. Well, yes. It would be great. Again, they always have very distinct dialogue, the people who create the RPGs of this nature, and I quite like it. I always have. Proud. I'm unbelievably proud. I'm fulfilled. I don't even. I'm not gonna call it good writing, because good or bad remains to be seen, right? That's a different kind of estimation, but distinct, themed, interesting, dynamic. There's a lot of other words writing. Whether it ends up as a good story is a different question, and we'll see. What are you doing here? I mean, I guess as for flavor text writing, I feel like it's pretty good. Are you part of the mine inspection personnel? No. There are phantoms down there. They keep us from working properly. But this is my break time anyway. Cool. Well written is different, but yeah, I mean, it is well written. It's good. I very much enjoy it. Sit down. Come to eliminate the specters. That's good news. What are they? Lamps don't always work in the endmost corridors. And since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in all the tunnels. Be careful, sir. Besides, who else is let enter here? Normally the regulation prohibits external visitors. Like a special case. Paragraph 5. Sir. Yellow box. I think he moved without me. Show yourselves corrupted children. I'm the voice of forgiveness that'll eliminate your ill-fated forms. Well, that was quick. Prepare yourselves to receive my judgment. Jesus Christ. Oh, this music! That was not expected. Wide angle. Common Spectre times 8. Oh my god, it's a little loud. Mysterious ectoplasmic incarnation. Light resistance against smoke. Holy shit, ow. Yeah, I don't think I realized that. Okay, alpha. Yeah, I gotta pay attention. Actually, what is the alpha's competence? I don't even know. God, this is super strange. And not a bad way, but like... I love that my party member is just a fucking ring. Adversaries purified. 400 experience points gains, 80 credit received, luck ticket received, luck ticket received, luck ticket received, luck ticket received. I might need one of those. This add-on is fighting by my side. That's useful. Let's purify the other galleries. Whoa, whoa, that was unexpected. Yeah, there's a strangeness here. It makes me, I don't know, it makes me wonder why the batter's doing this. He's being led by us. Are we impulsing him to purify, or are we just controlling what he does? This is so fascinating. Oh my god. Good day. Good morrow, my good sir. Or something to that effect. Okay, actually, you know what? Here. What the fuck is this thing? January. That was 2 months ago. Ghoul with a dusty breath. Light weakness against metal. Hope you're doing well on this lovely Sunday afternoon. As the Queen song goes, lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Quality. But I love these hand-drawn enemies. Adversaries purified. Ugh. I told you I was going to do it. I'm beating off on stream. Which is very fundamentally important. The little fellow. I like him. Talked about it before, but if you don't know what off is... it's an RPG from 2008. It's like 6 hours long. It's not very long. It's not very schlong. I mean, schlong is very related to beating off, but... It's interesting, and it's a big influence to a lot of games. One of those things that heavily plays with the meta story. It's super interesting. Very high quality. They're remaking it. It's coming out later this year, and I wanted to play the original before then, so... Apple tastes delicious. What the I barely started, by the way. Not that there's a staggering amount of story to go on so far, but... Magnolia. A floating severed head. Light weakness against meat. That's logically sound. Did it just give me a chronic migraine? What the fuck? Giving Undertale stylistically. I mean, the remake is having the soundtrack worked on by Toby Fox. The one that's coming out later this year. I quite feel like Toby Fox, I think he's mentioned it, has taken influence from this game. In some aspects. Saturated string has been acquired. 2 pieces of Belial's meat have been found. Delicious. You have wide angle. Alpha. My lovely ring partner. But yeah, it's interesting. Again, I love all this stuff. All these kinds of games that I always end up picking up and playing. Again, it's free. This is from a French game developer, so it's got the Frenchness to it. You know how people feel about French. Never trust the French. It's like when a dwarf says, never trust an elf. It's like, never trust the French. In this case, though, maybe trust them a little bit. Just a little bit. God, I'm getting lost. Huh. What would you do if I shaved all my hair off? I was thinking about this today because I was like, my hair, I couldn't get it to look nice today, and I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't figure out what to do with it. And every style I tried, I thought was like, oh, let me try something new, and it just looked worse. The door seems to be locked from the inside. Which I was mostly a joke. I don't think I actually could do that. Too much of a coward. But there was a part of me that was like, you know, probably wouldn't look terrible, and it might just be like, if I can't figure out how to style my hair in any kind of nice way, maybe the nice alternative is just to fucking cut it off. You have nice hair. I have nice quality hair, but I feel like anytime I try to attempt to make it look nice in a specific way, it just doesn't work out in a good way. And some days it looks fine, some days it doesn't look fine. I just don't know. Hair is a tricky thing. Some parts are longer, some parts are shorter. It gets all weird in the back. Front is weird, and I got a slightly long forehead, so it's like, how do I style my hair with that in mind? There's so many I just don't know. Ugh. I feel like, you know, I guess the lazy thing, it really is just cut it real short and keep a hat on. I'm working. I'm being productive. Yeah, whatever, dude. Stay in your jail corner. It's fine. I won't do anything. This fucking battle music is fascinating. It's not like I don't like my hair, and some days I think it looks nice. But I feel like I'm always fighting with it to try to get it to look okay. I wish I had like a stylist as a friend who can give me advice or something. Something of that nature, you know? Oh shit, my alpha is blinded. Apparently with the remake of this one, remake, remaster, remix, remuster, they're like completely overhauling the battle system. Save first base has been acquired. Eto? Ah. Ah. Shit. God, these fucking floating heads. It won't leave me alone. I'm not very I don't even know. I don't know. Not that I expect people will judge me. I mean, people will judge you for whatever, right? But doing wacky things with hair is always like a nervous thing. And I think a part of it actually would be like mild judgment from my parents to do something way out there. Which as an adult, you really shouldn't worry about, right? But I think I still would. Okay, so there was a way out. And it's silly. You shouldn't worry about hair. Indecisive motherfucker. No, I'm allowed to flee. Previously, it wouldn't allow me to flee. What this game is currently has made excessively clear from the very, very beginning, from people talking to us, that me as the player and this character called the Batter are separate entities. This guy is aware of me, and other people are mildly aware of me. But I'm not the player. The player's not me specifically, which is, well, which is interesting. Whoa, what? Did you come from the smoke mines? Yes. But it's full of specters in there. Yes. Are you a specter? No. Then who are you? Have you been sent by the Queen? Or Dead End? No. But you still know how to fight the specters? You could destroy them? Yes. It's a matter of few words. Oh, that would be great. There are specters in the large cow sheds. Cow sheds? Yes. Wow. A cow. Actually, that is not. What the fuck is that? You are here at the metal farmsteads of Pentel, in the east of Zone 1. Cow. Lorraine, Gascoigne, Charolais. Wait, I don't speak French. I don't know anything about French pronunciation. Our work consists of cutting livestock in two. Our work consists of cutting livestock in two and extracting the metallic rooks contained within the cadavers. What the fuck? That's not a very pleasant thought. All the metal of poor quality is discarded, forming the ground we walk on. The rest is purified and processed to create objects. A part of it is also put into crates and set to the other zones. So they have objects in soil as well, I suppose. Déchiffrer entre parenthèses indiquent la catégorie metal. So they're digging up smoke for people to breathe. They're digging up rocks, metal for people to stand on. Is an essential element, the first among the four elements. What about smoke? Strange. It's like some weird creationary myth. The air comes from the smoke, dug from the ancients. The land, dug from the ancients, is metal. What are the other two elements? I was thinking about the lore of Zelda earlier because it was an emulator on the phone. You could play in 64 games. It was on a whim. I was like, oh yeah, I still have this, and I just played the intro to Ocarina of Time. Because as soon as you start that game, you can't help but play a little bit of it and get hooked in. At least I can. And it goes into the lore of the world. And you know, the three goddesses came down, created the land, created the law of the land, created the living to live on the land. And then they created the Triforce and left. Wonderful. Lovely lore. Yeah. And so, there are specters in the large cow sheds. I must purify the mines first. Yes, but the cow sheds aren't that big, and it would be good if you took care of them fast, because the Queen's Inspector is going to arrive at any moment. So, please, could you do the cow sheds first? Alright. Great. Thank you so much. Cow sheds are over there to the right. They aren't big at all, you see. It's going to be done super quickly. Hey, fish! Yo, come back! Oh. Sometimes games are like toys. Just a little bit. Sometimes they're more, sometimes they're less. These balls are heaps of processed metal which are going to be sent to other zones. They're, metallic. Thanks. Appreciate that. Going to destroy the specters. I will say this does vaguely give me, like, Hylics vibes. If you haven't seen or played Hylics, again, I realize, like, I assume all of these things are more popular than they are. 'Cause I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. what the hell am I doing here? So I engage with all, and like, or see a lot of these games. Not even a lot of it, but I know they exist, and I know what they're connected to. And they do have big fan bases, relatively, but everything is so segmented online that unless you're in them or surrounding them or know people who are in them, you're not going to know them. They're going to destroy specters. Hurry up, we're expecting queens and specters any moment. Important to pay close attention to the nutrition of the animals if you want high quality metal. Yeah. I sure that's true. Related, but I was looking at like my old videos actually. I was looking something on my channel, I stumbled across one, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. It's fun to see how I was 5, 6, 7 years ago at this point, something like that. I prefer working here over smoke mines. At least you benefit from the outside air. They're very embarrassing videos. One shouldn't get attached to animals. Once you are, it gets difficult to put your hands inside. Yeah, I would imagine so. But yeah, those are videos I made like my freshman year of college, for example. And I was very much less used to talking ad nauseum. And I get better at it. And there's actually a part of me that thinks maybe at a certain point I was actually better than I am now. Maybe a little bit. It depends. Because I was recording instead of streaming. But it's fascinating because I did very much change. There are 5 specters left in the cow shed. You can see like a progression of quality in various different aspects to where I am now. I love this, man. I really love the sprites. A lot. Ah. Fat Spectre. Painful ectoplasmic incarnation. Light resistance against smoke. I like this music, but it is very peculiar, to say the least. What? What am I attacking? Oh! Oh! Those are enemies! I was like, what the fuck? I didn't realize that. That does make me think of, like, Mother 1. We've got the Groucho Marx mask that is an enemy. Not every game is influenced by Earthbound and Mother. But it always felt like the granddaddy to me. In some aspects of how it connects you, the player, to games. Because either you take influence from that, or you take influence from games that have taken influence from it in some ways. And I could be off base and completely wrong about saying that, right? But no, I'm not using any of this. I might as well try it. Like, I get it back reasonably well enough. Nice. Vector's left in the cow shed. Die! Yeah, I have to go quickly, otherwise he's gonna start spawning. Oh, fuck. Actually, can you... Nice. It's like fucking... This almost feels 90s. Like industrial music in some ways. Even though it is 2008. But... It is crazy to think about games at these era. Like, do you think I would have encountered these or heard of these on my own ever? I was 8 when this came out. I don't know if I was just online in the right spaces at the time. It almost makes me wish I was. I mean, the same way I wish I was on forums like some people were. And were at the time. I would have been way too young for it, but I think it would have... I probably would have found, you know... communities of people when they were... I just miss the fact that the era of those forums are gone at this point. And that whole culture is gone. The connectivity is gone. It's like it's too late. You can't jump on the bandwagon now and get onto those things. Not that it's a bandwagon. It's something that's antiquated and old. Like the Zelda Universe forums, which exist. And still exist. and I have an account on it. But at the time I had joined it, it was way too late. Forums were dead and gone. What the fuck? I thought it was a glitch. No, that's just what the fucking sounds like. Nice sound. Very nice. Beautiful. No. Are you gonna be a special one? No, actually, you're gonna be fucking completely normal. Okay, you're gonna attack. You're gonna saturated string. So Alpha can defend, which the batter cannot. I will say, it's stuff like this that makes me want to make more stuff. I was thinking about it today. Because when I'm not streaming, I was thinking about what do you actually spend your time on the weekend doing? What was a royal you? As in, like, what do people do? If I wasn't streaming, what would I do? I'd go outside, I guess? But assuming I don't have plans, which oftentimes I typically don't. I mean, I might sit around and watch stuff, which isn't a good way of spending time. Which I do a lot of. I might go outside and go for a walk. But you can't do that for like 12 hours, or whatever, 16 hours a day. I'd clean, which I should do every day. And aside from that, I feel like, well, if I am, fixing to a better sleep schedule, which I'm trying to do. I woke up at 8:30 today. Or woke up, but then I sat in bed for like 30 minutes, but still woke up. And went to bed at the right time last night. Did that yesterday too, which is unusual for weekends for me. I feel like I have the whole day now to do shit, and if that's the case, what do I do with my time? That might cause me to start making stuff again, more stuff. I am really...
Quiet, you pitiful bastard.
No, yes.
Has it been long since he went inside?
I don't know.
No, of course, you know nothing. I should have known.
He will eliminate the specters.
And how does he think himself capable of destroying those stupid phantoms? He thinks himself better than you, better than the Queen.
No, I don't think that.
Shut it, I didn't ask for your opinion. You all think you're more intelligent than the others, but you are all the same. In any case, this is hardly important. Phantoms will erase that conceited individual.
You think he won't?
Of course not. Nobody here is capable of fighting the Phantoms, apart from the Queen's officers. If only you'd listen to me more often, you wouldn't keep making fools of yourselves.
But then who's going to destroy the Phantoms?
I could have done it, but you don't deserve it. Too bad for you. You'll just have to take care of the problems yourself.
No, please.
I am leaving now. I'm returning to Alma at least. The people there are polite. They don't constantly cut you off.
Please, don't.
Goodbye. Get out of my sight.
I actually thought I was gonna punch the dude.
Don't. No,
I beg of you, get the fuck out of my way right this instant if you want to keep your position.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I killed the specters. Who was that person?
you're alive?
Yes.
And the specters?
Cowshed has been purified.
That you must be very lucky.
Who was that person?
That was Dayton. He's the Queen's inspector.
You mean Spectre?
No. The Queen wouldn't employ a specter. He can't be one.
But he's evil.
I must destroy him. No, don't do that. He's an envoy of the Queen. You had better go complete your work in the smoke mines. Please. And in any case, he's an Alma. No one can go there without proper authorization. So, please, return to the smoke mines.
All right. Well, I do love how chill this batter is. Or not even chill. He's just dedicated. He has the most one-track mind of any character ever. There's one thing in his mind. To do his job. And that's basically it. Once you've extracted everything from the carcass, you slice it up into pieces and eat the meat. Extracting scraps of metal from cows isn't what I prefer, but if I do my job well, maybe I'll be transferred to Alma. Half of a cow. Yeah, that's very gruesome and unpleasant, isn't it? You know, here's the thing though, if I didn't shave my head, I could probably rock the fuck out of it. They say that the names of the metro stations coincide with the names of important people in the past. I have trouble imagining that things weren't always the way they are now. Again, it would take a lot to do it. Or maybe for someone else. It's funny, I would do it on someone else's behalf. For you know, altruistic purposes, but also because it's an excuse. Someone asks you why you shaved your head. You have to be like, oh, because I wanted to? They'll assume that you need a reason. And even if it's, you know, a good reason, it gives you a reason. Right? Did I not go this way before? Silver flesh has been found. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that fucking scared me. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I won't say this is the most engaging battle system of all time. But it is a battle system. I can understand why Mortis Ghost is... I don't remember what he said on the live stream, if he was upset by this, or rather glad that he can do better. Something. That he could do better. Okay. Okay, where am I? God. I can understand that, though. Making an engaging and interesting, unique battle system is tricky. And sometimes it's not the point of the game, but the gameplay aspect can do a lot to tell a good story. I guess it's good that there's an auto function, isn't there? Ooh, level 4. Run with courage has been acquired. Off. Huh. That's the name of the game. What the fuck? Okay. That is the name of the game. Yeah, I don't remember what these guys are weak to. Which is problematic. But it's fine. I love how they just like poke me and I'm dead. Kill the big thing. Kill the big thing, you dummy. There we go. Oh, he's not dead. Big thing's not dead. Yeah, this is like psychopathic music, but I like it. It's not a very melodically heavy song. Which I guess isn't the point of... God damn it. It's not the point of the music, right? Different intentions there, but... It doesn't make it any less appealing. Maybe just more... Jesus! Maybe just more... I don't know. I gotta say, I love these sprites. It looks like the bottom jaw is hanging off the mouth almost. It's sticking out too far. I don't know if that's the intent or not, but it's... I don't want to say it's an appealing look. More so, it's just an interesting look. A piece of Abaddon's meat has been found. Huh. Hello? While I'm here. So smug looking, this character. Characters are starting to pile up, aren't they? Who the fuck are you? Pardon? What I'm saying is that the average player doesn't need all these complicated and tedious dialogues. There should be more action and fewer questions. Who are you? I'm Zachary, the traditional items merchant that's necessary to every video game. I'll often find myself in places you're going to visit before you. But enough talk! I'm not one of those protagonists you have to listen to for hours. So why not let me see or color your credits? Sorry, I'm sorry. I have 10 of these things? Jesus. I will say this doesn't exactly seem like a hard game. I already have these. Defensive equipment 1. Buy one of that. Buy one of that. I'll buy 2 of those. And do my business. And that's gonna change everything. Nicholas tunic. Like how there are no descriptions about any of this stuff at all. Which is very mysterious. Radius epidermis, huh? Outer skin? What? I mean, I have a move that does this. Do I really need this? Actually, if I check... What is the CP cost of... I hate that it's CP, by the way. It's 2. I'm gonna buy 10 of that. Like 2 more of that. And I'm not using any of my money for anything right now, so I might as well spend it. But I'm also not using any of my items for anything right now, so I might as well not... Okay. I know it's gonna go like pitch black in a second, but I wanted to see what's over here quickly, because I feel like I rushed through this area. Luck tickets have been found. Yeah, they're giving me a lot of items. I don't mind if a game is easy. Truthfully. But it's curious. What? Actually, give me wide angle. What are these guys weak to? Resistance against smoke. Which doesn't matter. Ow. Ow. Do run with courage on that guy. Can you kill these guys? Can you stop giving me a chronic migraine? Kind of a dick thing to move. It's like Harley Quinn's cancer ray. It's like, come on, man. I'd rather you just punch me. Don't give me a fucking migraine. That's what a dick thing to do. I mean, am I wrong? Out of anything you could do to a guy as an attack, that's a fucking miserable, like, status effect. Saying, man, just hit me. Don't do that to me. No one deserves that. Expected bracket has been required. God damn it. I should start playing some jazz, man. I gotta whip out the trumpet. Yeah, I mentioned it the other day, but I've been very back into playing my piano because I put it over there. Hopefully I can keep up with it properly. I go through spits and furts, rather, fits and spurts of wanting to play it. Which I guess is natural, right? It depends. Because it takes practice and takes time and tediousness, and starting new songs especially is such a headache. There's also a level of, it's very easy, especially when you're just playing songs online, to jump into songs that are way too hard for you. And it takes actual effort and like fucking mental energy to do properly. Where it's like, oh god, I gotta do this. It's enjoyable, it always is, but sometimes the focus isn't there. You have to push through that little intro part. But I love making music. I'd actually, this might be silly, I was looking at Fan Gamer, which is a website I like. I don't get video game merch very often. I don't. I'm not a big fan of merch. But I'm realizing it does depend on the kind of merch it is. I'm bringing that in mind because Fangamer, first of all, Fangamer is a great company. It's started by former Starman.net people. They get merch, but all of their merch is obviously very high quality, but all official. It's not like Redbubble. It's not fan art, really. Generally speaking, they get all these big games and IPs from support from the actual developers to get stuff out there. A lot of indie games. I mean, they have the official Stardew Valley stuff. They have the official Hades. Actually, sorry, I'm going on a slight tangent here. Bringing it up because Fangamer is the one who's doing the off remake and selling it, right? Which I guess I could bring up as well. Fangamer, if you've never heard of it's just a store, right? They can break it up by game. You got Undertale and Deltarune. Obviously, Toby Fox utilizes them heavily. Hollow Knight, Stardew Valley, Pizza Tower, Banjo. You got Hades. You have Off. These are all official merch for these companies. And typically speaking, very good merch. You know, some of these are a lot of indie games, but sometimes some bigger IPs as well. A lot of games I actually am very big and familiar with. It's funny, I played a lot of these, or I'm interested in a lot of these, like Anthon Blast, Kami. I know Into the Breach, Snowbird Cage, Breath of Fire. All of these are Pyre and Bastion. That's the Hades devs, the Supergiant Games, Transistor 2. One Shot, Yume NIkki. Bring it up because it's good. It's official merch, whatever. But they often do. I guess call it special merch. Typical merch is shirts and shit. And they have plenty of those. Shirts and stuff. You slap a logo on it or you slap a character on it and that's good enough. But they tend to do slightly higher quality and more interesting merch. And that's the kind of stuff I like more. So obviously they handle the collector's editions and Undertale, you know, books and things, plushes. But stuff like this, for example, that's something I want. It's a Sans hoodie. It is basically just a blue hoodie. High quality, good hoodie. Some slightly special stuff on it. It's almost like half cosplay gear in a sense, because they do clothes that are the clothes characters would wear, and I love stuff like that. Also stuff like this. I would it's $84, but I love this full vinyl set of Undertale music. 5 LPs. I mean, yeah, they do plushes, they do posters, they do typical your standard shirts, right? But like this, that is just the clothes the character wears. I like that more because it's like clothes. It feels more subtle. To me, it feels more subtle. It's not just a logo slapped onto a thing. There's other stuff too. Legends of Localization. CDs. Sheet music. I bring up this because I actually got the complete sheet music for Undertale, which is relatively simple for what it is, and it helps. I think it'll be the right level for me to play them and learn them and practice. Yeah, they again, a lot of typical merch, but I like the stuff where it's like, oh yeah, this is just clothes, real clothes, and not branded merch clothes. Like important person's shirt. How mysterious. Or vinyls, or things of that nature. Some of that stuff I actually would really want, because I'm a nerd. Obviously, off is the pre-orders for these. The Batter's jersey. It's just a jersey. The Batter's hat. It's just a hat. Okay, who's fucking playing Terraria right now? Stop giving me Steam announcements. For some reason, T-Mod Loader's been every single buddy on my friends list. Yume NIkki. It's the sweater from Yume NIkki. Again, someone could look at this and they'll be like, that's a weird looking sweater, but it's a nice looking sweater. It's just a sweater. Just a sweater. Which I would also like the sweater when it restocks. Balatro. They're just gonna they're actually gonna sell a legitimate deck of cards. That's awesome. Real official, actual deck of cards for Balatro. And again, there's shit for everybody, right? All of these games that I like. Hades merch is interesting because there's a documentary. Hades developing, which I think this would be fun to have actually, because I'd like to watch it. The development would be very interesting. 251-minute director's cut. That would be neat to own. The typical Hades merch. They got shirts, whatever, posters, triptych, CD, pins, you know, whatever. And a lot of this merch I don't care about, because why would I? But I appreciate the fact that all these indie games get cool and official merch. World of Horror, which is a game I love dearly. Actually, I don't like most of the merch for World of Horror, funnily enough. But like all of the vinyls, for example, are cool to me. Like, for example, if this ever comes back into stock, I want this so badly. You don't even know. And then cookbooks, actual books. There's certain things that I was looking at. Where's? If I go by game, where's Earthbound? Excuse me. I know for a fact that has like. I know what it's called. They have Ness's shirt from Earthbound, and it's called Shirt Ness. Fangamer is started by Starman.net Earthbound fans. So, understandably, these were some of their earlier merch things. And Ness's hat. Which is funny. There used to be a Lucas shirt, and they don't sell it anymore, which is sad, because that's the one I think I would have wanted. There are other things they have, too. Slick. Again, that's all of my video game paraphernalia is stuff like that. Where it's basically, I'm just like subtly cosplaying as a character. Kind of. Gotta say, also, I would not wear this, but holy shit, I actually think this looks fucking awesome. Look at this! One day I'm gonna play Slay the Princess. It's way up my alley, and I just haven't sat down to play it yet. Like, I can appreciate some of this stuff as good work. Star Drop Saloon, Tankard and Mug, that's kind of fun. And I'm just a big fan of Fangamer. As for merch company, video game companies, they do a good job. They pay their people fairly. They're very homegrown. And of course, they are the ones doing the off. Bones piled right. Which is great. Unrelated. Unrelated to anything, but I was looking at it earlier and I was thinking about how... The problem is it's all expensive. Because it is high quality. Unrelated. Let's get back to off, sorry. I can beat off today. Live on stream. Because it's not very long, but... What? How? Where did you come from? I come from the smoke mines. But how? What? But that's impossible. Not a single lamp works in there. You can't. Faith guides my steps. Faith. My mission is to purify the mines. But it seemed that the phantoms are particularly numerous. The specters. Where am I here? Again. You'll hear at the plastic administrations of Shachihata in the North Zone 1. The loom? Our work consists of filling in forms. Afterwards, we package them and wrap them up with string to send them to customer service. Courier service. There, they ship the packages. In exchange, we receive parcels full of plastic. I want to know what book they got all these images from. There was a lot of liquid plastic that forms our lakes and oceans. And then there was solid plastic used to make various objects. Is this the third element? It is an essential element. The first among the 4 elements. So we've got smoke, plastic, metal. What a fucking world this is. Just saying. Because without plastic, the world would be limitless and people would keep walking and walking without ever stopping. But you hunt the specters? Willie? Yes, I'm purifying this zone. But the specters, I know where they come from. They all come from the Postal Service. The Postal Service? That's where they take care of sending your package forms. The problem is that nobody can remember the floor where it's found. My office is in the basement because there's no more space on the stories above, I suppose. Nobody knows the floor? Oh my god. Basement 00000, ground floor 00001, roof 99999. Useful. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder if there is a... Or 4911.
Form 35236, stamp 46841. Form 70832, stamp 66808. Form 32007, stamp 53303. God, this is fucking oppressive music. Imagine you work at this place and this is what you have in the background. Again, I'm all for the idea that there needs to be some, like, very light ambient music at all times, everywhere in the world. Form 78189, stamp 49097. I still think that should be the case. Not very loud and not so loud that you're gonna get a headache from it. Because there's always ambient noise. Regardless, you go outside, there's ambient noise constantly. So if that noise happens to be music, but like soft music, light music. Go to floor 2. That was floor 0. Basement. Annex offices. I'm so curious if there actually is a secret floor in 0 to 99999. Oh. We're in the basement. Of course we are. Let's go to floor 1. Ground floor. Reception. I wonder if anyone's been on every floor. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum. You guys aren't very, like, welcoming. What about you over here? Or you in the corner? That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Okay, I can't go to that guy. Again, I want to go to floor 2. Oh, it actually just takes you to a random floor. You can't even choose. Alright, take me to floor 3. Take me to floor 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nothing. I'm going to guess it. Just watch it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's gotta be some random pattern. Fuck it. Let's go to the roof. Someone's done everything. See, you know what this reminds me of? Again. Big brain, Family Guy reference man. Mother 1, Twinkle Elementary School Top. Rooftop. Here we go. Is there a video? God, I need, like, real footage. That works. Right, this is the worst fucking image I could find. But in Mother 1, you can go to the rooftop of Twinkle Elementary. Here's where you find your friend Lloyd in the trash can because he's bullied. Just what it made me think of. Or obviously Yume NIkki. Roof. But I should need to say that. I Jove, you again. You know, I didn't need to, but I haven't not commented on this fucking cat yet at all in terms of his design. It's just a normal cat. I Jove, you again. You were decidedly everywhere. One could even believe you were following me. Yet your footsteps have not deceived you. For you are here in a place that could certainly use sacred blows from your holy bat. Perhaps you are already aware of this, but it happens to be that the floor housing this administration's postal service is haunted by ectoplasms. It would be most judicious to find a story where all these intangible monsters arise from post-haste in order to slay them. But could it be that this task is too arduous for your narrow mind? In which case, I might perhaps be able to provide you with advice. I mean, sure. I'm never going to say no.
Open widely your ears and listen well, for I will not say this twice, not even amidst the most pathetic pleas. In one of the 4 rooms on the ground floor, employees inside seem to be trained under particular directives. Additionally, if there was a choice to be made, I would choose the lowercase over the uppercase. That is all. Very mysterious. Let's go fly, let's go down to the floor. So they're all under different directives. And default to lowercase. Interesting. Oh, mysterious. Why are we playing as a baseball player? I like baseball. I am not a big baseball fan. I am not a big sports fan. But it doesn't mean I don't enjoy going to a baseball game or watching it. I do. It's fun. Directives. I almost... Lowercase over uppercase. I almost wonder if there was, like, these are making shapes. Like, the way they're standing or something is, like... They're letters, or... I don't know. Huh. It's out. I think we're almost done with Zone 1. Queen's General has an office here, but his real house is in Alma. Have I even been to Pentel? Oh, I get it. If I want to go back. But I won't. So is there anything to be gained by talking to them? Form 2584. Oh, shit. They're the same. I'm an idiot. I was not paying attention in the slightest. 10258. 10258. How did I how did I miss that? $10,258. I get it. Huh. Well, I like that. That was fun. Interesting. I don't know if... Yeah, the advice was helpful. Postal Service. No one. Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I've never messed with an RPGMaker. I think it would be fun. But again, all of these developers have such more dedication than I think I do to anything. I don't know if I'm actually that much of a dedicated person in doing stuff. I'd like to be. I guess it would come with time. Fuck. I'm the batter. Where are the phantoms? I'm very afraid. Help me. Good? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, I forgot I'm on the wrong screen. God damn it. Jank is fuck stream right now, but whatever. Who are you? Employee of Zone 1 in poor health. No weaknesses or resistance. Do I have to kill you? I kind of feel bad for you, man. You're already about to fucking die. Well, he's dead. Maybe it's his suit that has taken control of his brain. Strange. I mean, I am the batter, and I have to purify, so... Get to it, right? Something strange is written on this form. First version. They lie 6 feet under, surrounded by hot metal and liquid plastic. First version. I wonder if the developer himself is in the game somehow, or that's relevant to the story. If the iterations of this own game are in the game. That's a crazy talk. That made me think of like an early version of what? Of the game itself? Of the story? Of something in it? Odd thing to mention, but I don't need to use poison right now. Flying ghoul with bad intentions. Tibers. Kill it. Again, it might be a stupid and odd thing to just think of at random, but it's important to say these things out loud. That way, if you call it, you can be really fucking proud of yourself and rub it in the faces of all those little peons down below who didn't guess what the fuck was going on, Richard. Sorry, just second version. They are 8 and they have long beards. They watch what is happening from their high silver spears. Someone's making some rhyme. We got Tolkien working here? Is he talking about Thoniel Elbereth? What's going on? I love it. I love the kind of pen and paper art of this. Funny, again, I didn't actually intend to stream it today, but like, no. I ended up doing it anyways. Oh, duh, dummy. Aura of Justice has been found. I have already got one. I mean, I prefer it with melodic songs, but I always kind of liked when a ticking clock is implemented into music. I attribute all of that directly to Super Paper Mario, which one of their main and pretty themes in that game is a ticking clock sound. Something strange to brittle in this form. Third version. A soul big insect whose mandibles spit meat. A soul big insect whose mandibles spit meat. Huh. Sounds pleasant to me. That does not sound pleasant to me, though. No. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. That was a mistake. Feel this? Object versus flee, object versus defend. How fascinating. Huh. I will say, regardless of trying to go to bed on the same time every night, I do think I haven't quite gotten the schedule flipped out yet, so I'm still not getting the most nicely pleasant sleep possible. Hopefully that'll start happening more often, but... Fourth version. They are 4, each one attributed to an element. They protect their respective crystals. What, like Final Fantasy? Yeah, maybe it's ridiculous, but it almost sounds like he's developing the lore for this game and writing it out, and it's in the game itself. It's just a theory. Oh, apparently it's been a year since MatPat left Game Theory. I think everybody knew it, but it's human nature. You forget, things go by and change, and you get used to it, right? That's how time passes. And a lot of people still remember him, but, you know, he's not in the limelight anymore, he's gonna fade away. Fifth version. 5, like the fingers on a hand. Their lungs produce primordial smoke. I don't know why I'm acting as if it's someone writing lore versus just someone, you know, the actual lore of this world being written down like a history book. I think it's the way it's written. Elbereth Githoniel. Last version. Well, they call it versions, which I guess implies different of the same. There are but 2 in the secret zone. Access to the secret elevator is forbidden. Did I say secret? Really? No, I think that's impossible. Unless you have the code. No, that's not the code. Fuck. Well, I haven't the foggiest idea what the code could be. You know where I got the terminology, I haven't the foggiest? Which I love as a visual metaphor. Like, you don't even have I don't have a foggy, I have the foggiest idea. You don't even have a clear idea. You don't even have a foggy, you don't even have a foggy idea, much less a clear idea what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm a joke book. Every response, like it said the, call and response style jokes. You ask someone a question, say, this, and they say, I haven't the foggiest, and you say, well, it's this, da-da-da, punchline joke. And I think as a kid I didn't know what that meant, but it stuck with me because it was something weird. I have an idea. There are but 2 in the secret zone. Is that so? I think I understand. I think I get it. So, the last one is 2. The fourth one is 4. This one is... Third version is 1. There's a soul big insect. 4 crystals. 2 secrets. Each one is going to have some kind of indication of an amount. And an order of the amount. Well, isn't this interesting? So we'll see what the correspondence is. That is what it is. That's very clever. 5th version is 5, which is just 5. This yeek? First of all, you misspelled... Actually, how do you spell yeek? Now I feel like I don't know. Yeah, you did misspell yeek. And no, it's not yeek. I loathe yeek. I don't loathe yeek. I don't know. I know almost nothing about it except that it's a meme and that it's laughable. And commonly clowned upon for various different reasons. Second is 8. See what I mean, though? Each one of these has an indication of a number on it. So if that's the puzzle... Afternoon, artist. Hope you're doing well. I can't keep making the I'm beating off on stream joke. It is almost too... They said, I am an adult. I am an adult man. I have a job. I have a car and insurance. I can't be making jokes about beating off. Despicable. Despicable and puerile. But... I am beating off today. As it is a relatively short game. For freaks like me. Again, it was completely on a whim. Like everything I do is either highly planned out or utterly and completely on a whim, which is, a mix of both. I'd rather make an adult make beating off jokes than a child. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm not saying I would rather have a kid make it, but no one should be making those jokes. God damn it, shut up. Okay, whatever. So I deduced the code by my ravishing logical deductive skills. Unless I'm wrong. That's not right? Maybe it's the other way round? No, that wouldn't make any sense. The first note we read, the first version, mentions 6. The second version mentions 2. The third version mentions 1. The fourth version mentions 4. The fifth version mentions 5. Oh, I misread my own handwriting. It's still, it's not embarrassing, but it's like, when we do, like, you know, we write notes and sticky notes at work and then people can't read them. Like, well, fuck, man. We were doing our sprint retrospective, and they laugh at me for being a bad handwriting man. It's like, listen, man, I'm giving really good feedback, all right? About how we could do the sprint better. Just let me read it. I know it's not anonymous anymore, but I got it. How? You must not pass. I don't want to die. Sorry? Excuse me? Me and my old pal Ringy. Hoopy here. Hoopy the Hoop. I've mentioned that before, but Valve wanted Hoopy the Hoop to become this big meme for Portal. Because at the end of Portal, a hoop falls from the sky and lands on the ground right in front of you. When like the the facility is being destroyed and you're outside, the camera's on the floor. Before you get dragged back in, which I guess is technically the dragging back in part is a retcon, ain't it? Which obviously didn't happen. The cake is a lie became the meme instead. It would be nice. Didn't happen, but interesting note. It's hard to decide what becomes memetic or not. Health points and competence points completely saved. Jesus Christ.
Pitiful bastards. Disappear, we get its instance. This is my zone, you are not to be here.
Out of my sight, you fucking phantoms. I don't know why, but it is very jarring to see curse words just obliquely in this. Because I'm not saying it doesn't fit, but it's weird. This game has a very specific atmosphere and mood and tone. Then this guy just fucking starts saying fuck.
Yeah. You. It's you the source of all my troubles. The ectoplasmic lord who set his fucking sights on my beloved zone. What do you want? Why have you decided to be such a pain in my ass? I've dedicated my whole life to this place. You have no right to be corrupted with your pathetic phantoms. Be gone!
You're mistaken. I'm not a phantom. I'm a purifier. I've come to cleanse the world of these ectoplasmic beings.
How dare you respond? How dare you think I will just swallow these insults?
I mean, you look like you're good at swallowing.
Listen well, this is simple. Get out of here and take your goddamn specters with you or I'm going to kill you. I hope for your sake that I have made myself clear. If I see you again, you're dead.
Tramway will not stop an Alma. I mean, motherfucker, I'm not doing shit. Force meme, you got a force meme here. We got a force meme. I mean, it's true, but memes can't be forced. The things people like happen naturally. It's like it's a weird ephemeral strangeness. Like there's no other way for it to happen, really. It's fascinating. And it's cool. I mean, the word meme, the word memetic, that originates way before the modern vernacular use of the word meme. I mean, you see the word meme used in, like, The World Ends With You, for example, as a mechanic. You see, Revengeance, they use the word meme. It's about things that spread through culture, which is why it adapted to the word meme as we use it. The definition's not that... Metal Gear, thank you. It's not that different of usage. Oh, I know it's before Revengeance, even. It's multiple games, other games have used it because it was a concept. And maybe gamers, made memes and took that concept. Nerds who learned about it and used it to apply it to, actual memes. What we see nowadays as memes. But they're things that spread through culture, something that's memetic, sticks in your brain and spreads around. It's fascinating. Also unrelated, but just because I had to make Foley sounds with his apple, so I'm forced to eat it now. I can fucking 100,000% understand Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean just wanting to have another bite of an apple and eat it when he couldn't because he was under the curse of the Mayan gold. It's like, a fucking bite of an apple is awesome. You can't lie about that, man. It's wonderful. I think about that Barbosa scene a lot. There's a lot of good scenes. In any... I mean, there's a lot of good crunching into something scenes. Like Denethor eating the fucking tomato. Oh, what the fuck? What day is today? It's March 9th. If today was March 18th, I'd be like, what the fuck? It's not. June 3rd, February 11th, and March 18th. All Sundays. What years? I don't know, I wonder what years that all these are landing on a Sunday. 2007. I was 7. Or actually at the time I would have been 6. And Fourth Sunday of Lent. Saint Cyril of Jerusalem. Cyril, Saint Alexander of Jerusalem, Saint Salvatore of Orta. Well, I noticed that there's an upside down 7 in the 18. I don't know if that matters. Something about roses. Obviously a lot of 3s. Some kind of fucked up. Holy Trinity. I almost wonder if one of these 3s is actually a 7. Or a different. February. The month of crocuses. Week 6, 2007, 323 days. Sundays? What does any of this mean? Also, you can almost see... You could almost see text underneath it, like scanned. You see that? There's an upside down 7 there, which is mysterious. I don't see anything here except for the 3. And there's 6 dots. Hello. Vienna. Holy Trinity is made of roses. Oh, for fuck's sake. How many 3s are there in June? 19? Alexander. Fuck. Okay, what is the Holy Trinity made of? Roses? I can't fucking see. I can't read it. Cyril, Alexander, Saint Salvatore. Okay, Jerusalem, and Orta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god. Oh, for fuck's sake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and I guess 22, because the big one. 22. 22. 11. Got it. You got it. Oh, fuck. Now, God, I'm gonna get this one wrong. 22. Alexander. God damn it. Okay, what jersey number? What the fuck do you mean? No. What is the jersey number? How the fuck am I supposed to know what the jersey number is? I see an 11 here, but that's not an option. Our Lady of Lords. Or is it 6? Maybe it's 6 because of the circles. But from Orta, roses, 6, 2. Fuck. Am I sure it's the... No, it's from Orta. Am I sure that it's this and not like crocuses? 22. Alexander. Motherfucker. Hmm. So, the third from Orta. I still think it's roses. Or 22. Oh god. Okay. So the month of the winds, month of roses, month of crocuses. What is our lady's jersey number? Or 6 or 8. How would I get that from fucking anything? What? It is Cyrino Alexander. Salvatore. Cyril Alexander. St. Jonas, St. Kevin, St. Cyril. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong now. Jonas. Return the march. Oh, 7. What? What do you mean? I'm assuming you don't mean like 81. It's 7. Sorry, I'm actually... I have to, like... Do I need to, like... Look at it like this? Seven. I mean, there's not, like, a 0 before then. It's not 70. But 2-digit number? 2-digit... I don't suppose you mean 81, right? That would be silly. Okay, is there another number besides 7 that I'm not looking at? Two-digit number. There is a 2-digit number. You turn March upside down. Is it 87? Is it 87? Are you being a clown? Are you being a fool? A stinky, smelly man with stinky, smelly rules? Yes, you are, asshole. Nice, kill these freaky cats. I call foul on that one. Probably spent way too long there, but whatever, it's fine. What a fucking mood-setting song this is. Yay, my ring buddy got level 5. Wonderful. My nails are dirty. It's a shame, you should clean them. Or you know what? Do what I do. If you always clip your nails and keep them short, then you're never gonna have dirt underneath them. I'm here to see Deaden. Deaden. Yes, of course. Tomatoes? No, that's plastic. It's melted plastic. You are here at the fountain. At the meat? What? You know what? Never mind. It's actually, I guess it's meat. You were here at the meat fountain of Alma in the center of Zone 1. The meat fountains. Here, meat flows freely, endlessly, filling these immense metal pools in which we find ourselves. Our work consists of pouring this meat in the bottles before the fountains overflow. Meat is then sent to everyone, to those living in Zone 1 and the others. It's an essential element, the first among the 4 elements. So there's 4 elements. It is smoke, meat, plastic, and metal. What a fucking universe they live in. I mean, is that so different from our world? Because without meat, people would have nothing to eat and they would devour each other. Master Dead and there's an office in the center of the fountains. But nobody's ever found it. Generally speaking, Master Dead seems to only appear when necessary. Well, there. Who are you again? I've come to liberate the world of malignants. Oh, really? Well then. Can you liberate me? Sure, man. Yeah, whatever you say, dude. I'd love to. Imagine not being able to swim, skill issue unironically. I mean, logically speaking, everything you can't do is a skill issue. Not being able to swim is a skill issue. I mean, okay, in most cases. Like, if you can't swim for other reasons, where your arms don't work right or your legs don't work right, and you literally can't do the things, the mechanical actions necessary for swimming, that's different. That is not a skill issue. That is a, disability, I guess. But in most cases, if you have the mechanical ability, you don't know how to do things, then, inherently speaking, a lot of things like that are just skill issues. You just don't know them. So yeah, this actually is fucking meat. Bonjour, AJ. Me, not the batter, me. Good form. Perhaps you have some credits to spare. I rolled the bat. It's better. Well, I could buy one of these. One of those, I've got one of those. Color of Wrath. No, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't need... There's no reason to even want to buy 10 of these. I guess that's just an RPGMaker thing, isn't it? I don't need one of those. I'll sell that. Let me equip the shit. No. Nothing for you. My special ring, you get that instead. Which increases your attack by fucking 2. So minimal, it's not even worth it. Hey man, you want my other stuff? Also, why are you talking to me and not my character? My little... Well, he's not even my character, he's just a friend. I don't like ketchup. Okay, I'm fine with ketchup. I shouldn't say I don't like ketchup, because that's probably not true. It is just not my preferred condiment. Man, look at those meat waterfall. It's like a curtain of meat. Never mind. Let me work. Hey, I'm fine to let you work. Yeah, I like how people are like, oh, this is our leader. This is the right guy. Being around them makes my fucking head extend into infinite inky blackness. Definitely normal. Or completely normal. Something dedication to a cause, something. Yeah, I've never been ill. Pedalo recovery point. Call a pedalo. What? Oh my god! Who is this? Oh. I mean, I wasn't preparing to go any further, but... To make the distinction between the white and the dark letters, I'm drawing the white ones in 3D. The other ones normally. Just for my own sake. That I wasn't done. What the fuck? Jesus, what the fuck? Sorry, that's the wrong time to be looking away. What is this? Troquantary. Aquatic ghoul with a radiant smile. Light weakness against Plactus. Heaven smile. That's not pleasant. Oh god, there's 3 of them. That was an accident. Nice. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Selling my old gear? No. No? Yes? No? No, I was gonna say unrelated. Friend of mine, IRL, started streaming just a little bit, occasionally. The other day he streamed FF7. Because he's been... Wait, what did the number say? Because he's been playing it for the first time. He's a guy I was talking about who likes it a lot. It's fun. Again, I get it. Seeing someone play a game you like is such a nice thing. Especially if they're also, like, enjoying it and getting into it. I would say that's, for me, that's like the most enjoyable thing about watching a streamer I like. Is seeing them play games I like. And hopefully they like it too. It's almost worse. If there's someone you really like watching and they play a game that you like, and they fucking hate it, or they don't have a good time, or they don't like it the way you like it, it's like, oh, that's so disappointing. But, you know, you like something, so you want to revel in someone else enjoying it like you do. And again, some people take that too far. Like, all the people who spoil and ruined, you know, big streamers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye who will never ever touch Deltarune and never finished playing those games in Undertale because the fans were so fucking relentless spoiling shit. I was like, well, that's disappointing. That's really sad. And it's because fans, it's out of love. It's because fans love games, and they want to imbue that perfect experience onto people. But it's not gonna help. Like, there's a level of really having to hold your tongue. So I just wanted to go over here and see what was actually over here. Okay. Because I can understand that. When I know a game well and I've seen someone playing it for the first time, as I'm sure people are seeing when they watch me play Terraria. I was thinking about it with Ocarina of Time, where I know that there are parts of this game that are probably not nearly very intuitive at all, but they're fine to me because I know the game like the fucking back of my hand. I can take for granted all the things I learned when I was young and I've now forgotten about learning. You know, that kind of a thing. Although, with that in mind, I'm also taking for granted all of the cool things that I'm not realizing. Muddies the water, too, when there are some streamers who like backseating and guiding and are appreciative. Yeah. I mean, it all things within... Yeah. And it depends, with all things in moderation. I think most of the times you see that with little kids, though. Younger people. People who are really into something, they're getting into a fandom when they're young. And they're over-eager. And maybe some streamers want that. And if that's explicitly allowed, that's great. But if not, then it's like, well, fuck, man, really? Some people are very strong on spoilers. When, speaking of streamers, when Proton John played Xenoblade Chronicles, he played the full thing on stream. It was a big deal. It was a charity thing, I think. Incentive. He was so adamant about spoilers, because any time in the past, he didn't play RPGs on stream because horrible experiences with spoilers. Really, really bad. So he basically was like, yeah, you get, like, you're banned, basically. Immediately, you're gone. No harshness about it. No, you know, no qualms about it. You're out of there. No spoilers, no fake spoilers, no fucking nothing. The warning was on stream the entire time. Because it's fucking, it sucks. I know some people who backseat out of ego, though, too. I like to think it's out of love of the games, but I'm not a very pessimistic person when it comes to how other people act. I'm disinclined to think people act out of malice. Want to get burnt. But if it is out of ego, then they're fucking... Get over yourself, asshole. That's me anyways. And I do care about spoilers. There are times when I will explicitly ask for help and guidance. Or things like, you know, spoiling what happens next is different, or spoiling, you know, upcoming stuff is different, or where to go with solutions can be different. But if it's like, oh, you know, let me know if I'm gonna miss anything cool here, I don't mind people telling me that. And I'll preface that by saying I'll ask for that first. I think that's the best way of handling it. But I can understand, like, well, damn. Like, think about Subnautica. when I was playing Subnautica. I was watching someone else. Immediately after I beat it, someone else started playing it. And I was watching and I was like, oh my god. There was frustration in terms of like, they were stuck, they didn't know how to get further, and there were things they were missing. There were things I was missing playing the game for the first time, and I didn't get, like how to find certain things, how to progress, how to get these items, stuff maybe you just didn't see, whatever. Again, not everyone has the same level of adept, you know, cognitive ability, seeing, exploring stuff, whatever. But, you know, I'm not going to tell them those things because the fun of it is figuring it out. But I actually stopped watching because certain people in chat were being so explicit saying, you should do this, you should do that. Head here. And I was like, you don't tell them where to head. It was someone they knew, and fair enough. If you're a streamer, you don't want it to take 10, 20 years. But I was like, I would want them to figure it out. That's the fun of it, in my mind. Or for your streamers to suffer. Listen, I don't need to stream to suffer. Not really. Beautiful. Just an interesting thing. Furious Homurun discovered what's happening to me. They call Petalos. Uncle Funzalo. Hello. We're not productive enough anymore. You wanna die? Yeah, I can't say I'm trying very hard on this game in terms of gameplay. There is an auto attack button, or like an auto thing that they mentioned very specifically in the tutorial. And it's probably because you can do this easily. Which does make me very curious about when OFF comes out again later this year. When it comes time to beat OFF again later this year, if they're really revamping the entirety of the whole battle system, how is that going to work? I mean, obviously, this is like kind of more like straight RPG Maker stuff. It's funny, all the popular RPG Maker stuff is there, but there's a lot of not popular RPG Maker stuff or just things people have made that I'm also just curious. I think it would just be fun to do RPG Maker stuff. You have to find it, obviously, but... You know, and that's tricky. And there's a lot of Japanese RPG Maker stuff, because I would say... Obviously, it was big everywhere, but in Japan, there was a lot. There was just a lot of RPG Maker stuff that individual creators have made that are very neat and interesting over the years. Were there only 2? A silver flesh has been found. Huh. Nice. They're very forgiving with the save points and the like. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the other 2. Speak of the goddamn devil. 7. That's how I draw my numbers, 3D and 2D. Again, it's... As time goes on, I think it's just because of the availability of paper and stuff. I am becoming a paper gamer. Pen and paper gamer. And not just board games, just in general, having a piece of paper for a lot of games it can be helpful. God, I'm becoming too strong. Nice. I wonder what the inspiration, or what desired this creator to make this. Mortis Ghost. I'm sure there's interviews about him, and I know he did like a live stream about it. Oh, I understand. So it would be 4, 9, 8, 2. What was it? No, it's... Oh, shit, I got that wrong. 4, 9, 8, 2, 6, 5, 9, That's all. Money. It's free. This is like negative money. This game costs nothing. It will be costing something later this year when they actually do it properly again, but as of right now, today here, it is free. It costs no money. I'm playing this right now for free. Same as Yume NIkki. Same as a lot of games. Fuck. Dude, Cave Story was free. Cave Story is still free, technically. Now that these things are sold and are often sold in real places, then they're worth, you know, paying for. Like, at some point, I'm going to play IB. I'd like to play One Shot. There's a lot of these. I don't know how to describe these games. Games like this. Or Hylix, which is free, by the way. No, Hylix isn't free, but it's very cheap. Or this. Or Yume NIkki. Or even Undertale. Or, like, there's like a... Because none of them are actually that similar, but, like, RPG-esque, quirky, weird, Earthbound-inspired games about depression. They're not about depression. None of these games are about depression. Maybe they're just played by depressed people, and that makes a difference. Go. Wait, what? What the fuck? Oh, hey, I wish you good day, Seer, omnipresent companion. Soon you will have been able to admire all the scarlet and ultramarine landscapes of this zone. You seem distraught by the unique architecture of this place. If such is truly the case, you should learn how to concentrate, so as to be mistaken no more in your choice of opportunities proposed at you every corner of this maze. Next time, linger and ponder a little longer before traversing one of these trapdoors, you young drunkard. If I go... Okay, so actually, I guess I could just force my way through, right? God damn it. So it's right... No, sorry. It's left, up, right, right? Or left, up, right, left? No. Left, up, right, down, no. Left, up, right. But like, I don't know, like, general aesthetic emphasis or something. What makes these games lumped together? General shared influences. I love them all. Left, up, right, down, down. Left, god damn it. Left, up, right, down, up. Blurred. Right, down, up. Oh my god! Fuck yeah, dude, what a gamer I am. Like, super gamer. Joker has been found? What is this? Revives a character. Oh, shit. Will I need that? I suppose I could see the resemblance to this in Undertale in terms of just the purple color and the ruins. Very similar to this. Are you certain that you want to pass through this gate? Yeah.
You. By the Queen's thousands faces. Are you crazy or just completely idiotic? What part of I'm going to kill you wasn't clear to you?
I'm here to eliminate you.
You're insane. I am the guardian of his own one. It is nothing without me. What mental illness enables this blind faith, hiding the obvious from your eyes?
I'm the one who's going to purify the world. And you're the pest that eats away at this land. Prepare yourself. Oh my god. Put on a fucking shirt. Going to cut your face to remove this insufferable smile. I didn't realize I was smiling. Dead End. Royal Guardian Zone 1. Whatever, first boss. I'll poison the guy. Furious home run. Ooh. Nice. Nice. None of these even seem that useful, but I'm gonna keep doing them anyways. I could just attack. I mean, I guess they're significantly stronger. That's fair. Ow. It is active time battle system, by the way. Funny, my friend who's playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time and was streaming it a little bit, he was surprised that it had an active time battle system, which is funny because that's been in Final Fantasy for a long time. But if you're not familiar with the series, you might just assume that most of the games are just, you know, typical turn-based. But it was a big and pleasant surprise for him. It's interesting because I guess people just don't know, right? You don't know until you. Oh my god. You wanna help revive the bladder? Thank you. Oh fuck! They're both asleep. Can you not, man? Oh, you actually can't do anything. I mean, I'm asleep. Phew. Well, fuck. Oh, I'm asleep again. Great. I don't get why you're so anti-free the nipple. There's a shame Dio... Okay, Dio is a different story. I got nothing against... But it's against TOS. Got nothing against the nipple. Listen, free the nipple, whatever. Maybe we gotta do reverse free the nipple, where all the guys have to cover up now. Guys can't be shirtless anymore. Everyone else can be, though. It's all or nothing. I wonder how people feel about active time battle systems, though, because I know some people don't like them. They want the ability to think and be patient about what the fuck is going on. I almost, just kill my guy. I just actually want to retry, because I feel like this went poorly, and I'd rather just do it again. Game is over, huh? Alright, let's do this. It's also funny, but it's funny seeing someone who's never streamed before stream for the first time. It's very different, especially if you're not sober and acquainted with streaming culture. It's very different. It's fascinating. It demonstrates a lot to me. It makes me think about what I've learned and what I haven't learned, what I'm good at and what I haven't. I don't know if I have the gift of the gab or not, but... What does low impact actually mean? Oh! I put him in the fucking back row. It's like, what the fuck did row do? Just attack him. Very quickly, I want to see HP, negative status. Here's poison. I guess negative status includes sleep, right? Heal him. Just because he's going to make us go to sleep eventually, and that's going to be really upsetting. Heal him. Ow. Yeah, why not? Again, I don't know how much health this guy has or anything, so it's a little tricksy. Could go to yeah, I can go to auto at any time, can't I? Collection. Ow. Do yourself first. Heal everybody up. That way if they're asleep, I'm good. Though again, I don't actually know what to do if they're asleep. Truthfully. Did he just attack on his fucking own? Oh, he is! I'm not touching anything. He's angry. He's furious. When he's furious, he just fucking goes off. I have no control over that because I'm not... He's his own self. He's a batter. He's the batter. I am just myself. That's really interesting. Again, I said it before, but from the outgo of this game, they made it explicit, distinctly explicit, the difference between this batter and myself. And the batter is aware of me. Like, obliquely aware of me. Me, like me as me. Which again is interesting. Could be using my items. Maybe I ought to, but... No, use a luck ticket on yourself. You got fucking like 40 of them. Nice. Batter, you need to like heal. Like desperately. You do that attack. You do that attack. That. About to run out of special attacks. Heal yourself. It's just one guy, man. Come on, how hard could he be? Evidently, very hard. Attack. That's all I got. Go for it. Come on, you got this. If they dip below 300, then I think I gotta heal, but... God, he's fucking strong, man. What the fuck? Just hit him. Batter's just going off on his own. And he's asleep. Okay, if you're like that, then I need... Oh, he's awake. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna say, I gotta heal him. I do like his little hands. His burnt fucking... His shrimpy burnt legs. His crying eyes. He's a crying child. Nice ringleader's jacket. Cargo pants. Shorts. What's wrong with your legs? God, no wonder I had so many items. I gotta fucking put them to use, I guess. And there's no strategy here. It's just fucking hit him. Or rather, the strategy is just to hit him and heal. There we go. Oh, fuck. That's still there. I love that if an enemy says something in battle, that also counts as an enemy. Cancer card received.
Is this a joke? I lost. I lost.
You were defeated, Deaden, guardian of the first zone. This land is now pure. Whoa. Red man alert. Would I like to save? Yeah, of course I would. Who the fuck is this? That didn't start well. Me? Well, we're back at the world map. No, like, resolution. The world's fixed, whatever. Back to the creepy whispering. That's zone 0, that's zone 1. Zenless zone 0. We got zone 2, zone 3. And the room. Still, what a strange game. This does remind me a little bit of when I played Hylix. Zone 2. Utsu. Bismarck. What the? Sure. Okay, I can see how this would have stuck with people when they played it when they were younger. What? Pardon? Up, left, up, left, up, left. Right. What the fuck? What? Yes. Should no longer lend any books to that man. He tears out the pages. It's almost dangerous. Yes. I'm going back upstairs. Hi. I like libraries. They're full of books. I like books. They smell good, especially the pages. I love reading them. Hello, welcome to the library. I should point out that the upstairs floor is inaccessible because of the specters. There are phantoms inside this building. Yes. Why? I'm going to eliminate those impures. Destroy the specters, but, you know, you could get hurt. And, there was nothing up there. Only walls, shelves, stairs, and an old cat. A cat? Going up to purify that floor. Ah, well, okay. Don't make too much noise then. And the third floor is not really accessible. People have torn pages out of the books there. So I don't want people to go up there anymore. Could be dangerous. Why would... Oh, whatever. It's not the fucking never-ending story. I'm doing nothing wrong. I like looking at the wall. Fair enough. They're fake shelves. This is a large building. I see. I do like libraries. What? Huh. Something nice about it. And you can pull up a book and read it for a little bit. I've done that before. I've done that in bookstores where you pull up a book and you get wrapped into the first chapter of it. And then not actually buy it and then just never get the resolution. Or what could have actually happened. Remember when I did that at the bookstore of in my college. Like my first week there. It was American Gods, I think. I was like, actually, I kind of want to read more of this. And then I never did. And these days, I don't think I want anything by Neil Gaiman, so it's fine. Not easy to find your way back outside. Everything looks the same. Let me try something. If I go left and I go in. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're right, it does all look the same, but I get it, I understand. Interesting. Go down. Main entrance. This means the left entrance. This means the top entrance. It's as if the camera is rotating on the outside to keep everything looking identical. No, it's not. Then it's right. And then it would be down again. Interesting. How wacky! Oh? This book is titled Written by E.S. Read. I don't speak... You think they would have... You think the translator would have fucking translated this part into fucking English, but... You know what? It's fine. Buenos good, madame, vos gumenzos grusir. I can't, I have no idea about French pronunciation. C'est vieillir une sauve à la méthode de cro qui a étudié des sports dans le solfège. Puis sonates te déterminent un amagrissement progressifitios sensible et... It's not Spanish. Okay, I see a lot of music-related words, like fugues, conserveros, to votre, detes, method. What is grossier? The grossier is velar. The method, the Dalcroze method, introduce sports with solfège sports. Solfège is like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's solfège. Vous conserve to votre sveltes. 3 sonatas determine un amenagrissement de 3 sensible at 6. The 6 fugues are south of the cells edipeuses une action. Encore, I don't know. No idea. Music fucking mumbo jumbo. Can I actually, like... There's like a blinking arrow at the bottom as if I could change pages, but I actually can't. Worries me. Index, Introduction, Creation of the Modern World, The Guardians, The Queen and Her Son, The 4 Zones, Zone 0, The Toad King, and The Merchant, Appendix, Collection Notes, Objects. Which I might not be able to read any of this, but it's like... I have run out of every one. It is not necessary to know the cardinal points in the Pink Fortress, as there are big arrows showing the directions painted on the walls of the library. See the next page for the 4 symbols and their respective cardinal points. South, east, west, or north. I mean, sure. Is this relevant? I'm gonna write this fucking thing down, but it shouldn't matter. Just in case. In the right order. Why is it no matter what way I hold the book, it stays upside down. I was gonna bring that up. Ricky's affiliated. I actually have some weirdly, like, fucking 60, 70, 80-year-old, like, textbooks. For some reason. I love those. The Toad King. A long time ago, there lived an evil king with a countenance so repulsive he was called Toad King. One beautiful day, a masked man presented himself at the sovereign court and spoke these words. Good day, O evil monarch. Leave and return peace to thy people, or taste mine blade and perish at its end. King responded, I am the king, and thou art my subjects. Thou art not to oppose mine will. Thus, the masked man brandished his épée, and killed the king. The end. That's not a very happy story. I mean, the king's powerful, but... A countenance. Am I crazy in not knowing what that means? Because I know what that means. Yeah, that's what I thought it meant. Like, they're just saying he's ugly. They're not saying he's evil. They're saying he's ugly. Then this masked man comes by and says, oh, evil king. Fuck off. He's just an ugly... Listen, he's mean. Don't be mean. Don't be calling him like the butter-faced king. That's not okay, okay? Just because he's the Toad King, he's not the evil Toad King. I don't like this masked man. Masked man's a dick. Flower book. Where afterwards, she instated 3 guardians responsible for watching over the zones. The Firebird was designated Lord of the Second Zone, the eternal city of Bismarck. He was the tallest, the most beautiful, and the most just. Wish finished the garden out of window, trying to in peace that upviewed. Again, outer beauty and inner beauty aren't always connected. What the fuck? Mad. Deep. About the stones of the 7 died of Mir's established peace. Maybe if I like stand back, it's more intelligible. Mad, the thing about the stomach of the toad, the 700,000 children down of 6 at the means established order, meeting her gentle huge. They're the physical incarnation of gulfs, deeds in the world, forever lost in their sickly madness. They mire beyond relation and immortal. Redemption. Only the queen herself. What the God, I know this is hard to read, but holy shit. When the Yaml, when the Bibida battle, could manipulate the monogamous force that is the no children down. Chapter 8. The apocalypse mad. The almost riches? Bitches? Witches? Soam shall happen to all souls banished, or their yes. They shall be tortured. Braves by the cursed lords of the smart-ached residents. I feel like I've got 75% of this and I still have no idea what the fuck this is talking about. Like, I feel like I got at least 70, like 80% of this. Like 80%. I feel like I got 80% of this, maybe. As a rational human being right here. 80%, and I still don't know what the fuck this thing is saying. They're just words that I, like... Mad. About the storm of the 700,000 nope children down of the 6. At the Queen's Castle established way order. Mencing her gentle rule. Rule, that says rule. It's like just barely readable enough. Speaking of which, let me use the restroom very quickly. I'll be super quick, I promise. I'm not lying. And I'm not ugly. Sorry, I had to get some books. I just wanted to show these off because I have these. Stolen from the Rain. Animal Life in the Sea and on the Land. Sarah Cooper. Very, very fucking water damaged. Heavily water damaged. All these books have writing in it, by the way. They were used. King of Beasts. Zoology for Young People by Sarah Cooper. To enthusiastic classes for which the lessons were prepared, this book is affectionately dedicated. Copyright 1887. Copyright 1887. When was this book actually... This specific book, when was it actually released? Or manufactured, rather. I don't know if there is a manufacturing date, but... there don't seem to be one. Various... Very, very worn and light text written in the very front of the book. Yeah, this might... Maybe this is from the 1800s. I don't know if there's actually like a... The copyright date, and that's about it. The book is offered to young people in the hope that it may help them in their studies of natural history. The pleasure of every ramble in the country or by the seaside is increased by an acquaintance with the animals and plants which are found by the way. And consequently, these studies bring their own reward. I love the way that's written. 1887. Hydroids, sponges, jellyfish, corals, cenophora, starfishes, sea urchins, sea cucumbers, earthworms, crabs, lobsters, barnacles, spiders, insects, bees, wasps, mosquitoes, ants, oysters, mussels, pectins, clams, razorfish, gastropods, limpets, land snails, argonauts, nautilus, fishes, frogs, toads, turtles, us armadillos, the ornithorhynchus. Very random arrangement, and the very back of the book is man. I love this. See this? It's a lovely, lovely graphic rate. I love these books. I think they're fascinating. All these drawings. This is the ultimate gamer. Right there. That's amazing. But yeah, I have all these cool books. I'm partial to Plant Studies, this one, by Coulter. Which, this one has a lot of writing in it. It's all in cursive. Real writing by someone who used it. I can read like almost none of it. Someone who is taking active notes. Botany. 1902. This one has a specific date that it actually came out. 1899 is the copyright, but the 1902, I think, this one was actually released. This is not elementary grade, but there's a bit more depth. Okay, this is the book I use for, like, flattening flowers. See? It felt fitting for this. I like books. I don't know if I told you this. I could be a fucking librarian. Somewhere in here I got a ginkgo leaf. But it's fascinating. All of these things are fascinating. I love that they're used. They're ancient books. Over 100 years old. And they were abandoned. They were in the rain. My mom was like, we gotta stop. We gotta save these. And you know what? I agree with her. Oh my god. I love this one. There's a drawing in the front of this book of a guy called Mike Poopy. Just to let you know that people never change. A little dumb-looking fellow. Mike, quote-unquote, Poopy. Right next to a series of very dedicated and detailed notes in graph paper. Pasted in. Actually pasted into the book. Which is fascinating. Sorry, Mr. Poopy, but, like... I guess this guy didn't like you very much. Different pages have writing on it, or underlines. Got jump scared by my own book. Don't worry about it. I won't show you what's in the pages. Here's the book with the ginkgo leaf. Again, they're textbooks, and they're not really very useful because a lot of them are out of date. They show a lot of the people who used it. Because all these books are exactly the same. This one is fundamental chemistry. All sorts of writings. A lot of it's in cursive. And some of them have actual fucking paper. Like, really worn, weathered paper. All in cursive, all with their own notes. Paper like... We don't even use paper like this anymore, man. When I think about school paper, it doesn't look like this. It's fascinating. And you might think, well, wasn't this just a fucking waste? Why do you even have these? Water-damaged, old fucking stinky books. But... I think it's cool. I will say the one book I won't show anything from is Anomalies and Curiosities of Medicine, because it's definitely not safe for work. It's really... This is a fucked up book. It's a thick, massive book showing off medical anomalies. So it's a lot of, like, actual images of real people with stuff you wouldn't even think of. Like, stuff I don't want to showcase people for the first time here. This is a bad... Don't. So I know we haven't been actually playing off in, like, a good minute, but... Just fun facts. We are in a library reading books. This is the story of 3 guardians chosen by the queen to rule over the zones, islets of life, and the nothing of this world. The first Deaden was short of temper. His firmness and character and his body of steel enabled him supreme rule over his zone. The second was kind, generous, always smiling benignly. He waited believing. But he always went off in all, never ceasing to give more security for his subjects. So Deaden, I was Deaden bad, we killed him. That worries me a little bit about what we're actually doing here, because we killed Deaden. This one seems nicer, but are they bad? Ceasing to move more... Give more security for a subject. Okay, this one's actually more readable, ironically. Thought I'm trying to dissect the lore. Oh my god. The third was kind and just. Element in his zone. Substance, we're happy from reality. Arcane legends. I'll take it. Ah! Like, we don't know these things are evil. Also, that actually genuinely scared me. That, like, genuinely jump scared me. I mean, what are we doing here? Ourselves as the characters. Look, everybody, it's Mr. Poopy. I gotta say, it's sorry, I don't want to talk about Mr. Poopy anymore, but the person who drew that stupid drawing of Mr. Poopy is probably dead. They're probably not. They've probably been dead for a long time. They drew a dumb Mr. Poopy. Third was Arcane Legends. A League of Legends story. I have heard very much that I should just watch Arcane, and maybe one day I will. I really ought to. I have a friend who's big into it, and I feel like just for the sake of being able to talk to them about it, maybe it's worth reading it. Only carry 1 page at a time. Third was Cold and Just. Produced much artificial element in his zone. His people yearned for the mind's normal substance. They were disconnected from reality. Between living both gendering the Oh. Quite good. I know it's good. I know Arcane is... I don't watch television. I'm not Mr. TV. I'm Mr. Lamo who, like, sits in his ass and does nothing, stares at a wall and cries. Sucks his thumb. Bites his teeth. Sucks his nails. Shits his pants. That's what I do every day, every weekend. Nothing else. Night. Why? And swap the pages. I would want to combine them. Is there a better page? First. It's all through. Oh shit, they're cards. I didn't notice that. There's a 7 of hearts, there's a 3 of clubs. I blatantly didn't see that. 2 of clubs, Queen of hearts. I blatantly just didn't see that at all. Interesting. But I feel like I'm so, like, knowledgeable about a lot of media, but it's only going to get worse over time, and I'm going to lose what knowledge I have over time, just not consuming as much. And that's not a bad thing necessarily, but... 5 of diamonds. I'm assuming I want the hearts and diamonds to, like, match. Why? What's wrong? Why am I all of a sudden getting jump scared? Like, I wasn't this way earlier. Finger, finger, finger. I am a baby man. I am Mr. Poopy, pooping in my pants. I'm Mr. Poopy, pooping in my pants. I am Mr. Poopy, pooping in my pants. By the way, they spelled Mr. Poopy, Mr. P-O-O-P-I-E, which makes it a lot funnier to me for some reason. Like, it genuinely makes it, like, a lot more funny to me. I don't know why. Okay, 7. 2 clubs, 3 clubs. These are hearts, right? Seven of hearts, Queen of hearts. Well... Are there any more books with missing pages? Or if there's like a passcode that I'm not aware of that I have to like insert the correct numbers somewhere. The way it's handling puzzles in this game is very interesting, actually. They're not difficult, but they're also not incredibly well explained. You just kind of have to stumble through them. But not in like a bad way. It's almost like Lorelei in a bit, where it's just like, yeah, you just get like, this room is locked. Figure out a way of opening the door with whatever's in the room. Just figure it out, man. Very peculiar. Although, actually, I might heal. Credits. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here very quickly and heal. Because it's not very far. I think. I mean, it's farther than, like, not far, but it's not that far. I should probably accelerate my pace. Or, I mean, I might just do it like a two-parter. Do this another time. This game can be beaten in a single stream, but maybe, you know, I could do 2. I streamed a long time yesterday, so I don't necessarily have to do a fucking long stream today either. Were there the wait. There are other there it is. There's one. I don't want my life to be consumed by consuming media. But again, I asked the question I asked earlier. How do normal people spend their weekends? What do they do? It is not a sarcastic question. It is actually quite a pure question. It's a question that I actually don't know the answer to. It's a part of me that's like, well, how do people spend their time? I don't know. Spade. Because during my weekends, I feel like almost at a loss for what to do. Which is why my default is, I don't know, hobbies, make stuff if I have the time. Or say that and then end up just watching, like, YouTube or something. Because I got up late. And or stream. Because of late is the majority of my weekends. Chores, scrolling on phone and TV. Yeah, I don't want to call your lifestyle... That would just make me sad, I think, or depressed. I shouldn't say, because that sounds mean. But that's your lifestyle, and I imagine maybe that's the same for a lot of people, I don't know. Oh, actually, give me this. I don't want to spend all my time doing that, but I don't... What else do you do? I mean, aside from going outside, which is what I do. I guess most people probably spend more time hanging out with people. Maybe. I mean, that just leads to, like, if you have too much free time as a human being, you start asking, like, deep philosophical questions about what we're doing here and stuff. And then you're just going to make yourself depressed. Like, you kind of have to keep yourself busy. But I think it's always fine to to work. Or, like, on hobbies or something, you know? Am I missing a page? Do I have a page, like... somewhere? Weekends will be filled with some mix of drawing, gaming, stream, watching, listening, and chores. Occasionally I may have some kind of family thing to do. I very much try to keep my weekends just to be free time like that. I guess! I feel like I would just, I don't know, maybe I just get very bored very easily. I want to do things with my time. I mean, I feel like if am I not doing things, and if I'm not changing things, then I feel like time slips away, like sand through a sieve. You know, I don't... Maybe I actually am afraid of fear of older and dying and death and getting older and aging. But I don't want time to slip through too quickly. With nothing. Like, people say time goes by quickly when you're doing stuff. Having fun and all that. But on the contrary, if you're always doing the same thing every day, then, like, it feels like years can pass and nothing's happened. I'm missing a page. I feel like... Was there not a hearts page? Am I stupid? Did I lose it? There must be a missing page somewhere. I don't get bored at all because I do not have time for those things as much as I like. I mean, that's fair. Always having a compromise in different hobbies. And I count hobbies as something worthwhile, but... Which worries me. The amount of time I actually have is not a lot. And I don't... It feels like nothing builds to anything, and maybe it doesn't have to, and it doesn't matter, but... A page. I almost wonder if I start it in a different direction. If it'll matter. But I don't know if everybody is like that. There are plenty of people who don't have hobbies. And to me, I'm like, what the fuck? What do they do? Even my friends. Like, I don't know how any of the people I hang out with in real life. I don't really know what they do on their weekends, and it's like, I know what I do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just gonna sit and do nothing because I don't know what to do with my time. And part of that is tiredness. Am I missing a page? I feel like I grabbed the page and now it's just fucking disappeared. There was a page here, right? Now it's gone. Am I crazy? And this game isn't popular enough that I mean, I know there's guides, but this game isn't popular enough to just ask for help. So I have to be careful. The batter might actually die here if I'm not thinking about it. Guys, I can't believe W.D. Gaster started in this game. You know, I'm a moron. I never got the idea that W.D. was Wingdings. I didn't know why people called him W.D. Gaster. I was like, what? I just had the thought, what does the W.D. stand for? Why is it? I've never heard, like, is that just a fan thing? And then it occurred to me, oh, W.D. stands for Wingdings. Just right now. Nice. I mean, you know, actually, librarians fucking hate me, though. Because I like writing. I don't like writing in books, but I do like writing in the margins and stuff. And I like used books. I like pages in books that have been used. I know it makes no sense. I mean, I used to like have like 10 books in my bed as a kid, and I'd be like sleeping on top of them. I'm sure the pages would get fucked up, and I'd fold the corners. Probably take better care of my books these days, but you know, care wasn't the priority. Where am I? I swear to God, I'm assuming the game didn't break, but I feel like I'm having like a conniption where there was a page and now it's gone, and I don't know what happened. Am I insane? I might be insane. I might just be like. Do you have the page with the hearts on it, by perchance? I don't suppose you do. Face the galloping hordes, 100 strong guys with swords. He sent those men to his lords, oh Prince Ali. Unless the puzzle was something different, which is my other thought, is that maybe there actually is another way of solving it than I'm realizing. He's got 75 golden camels. I almost wonder if there is a mystery with the outside leading me to a new place or something. I don't know. Possible to pass through. Is the page on a wall that I can't see? Something? Is it a chair? Is it misleading me? Or like, let me look something very quick to make sure I'm not crazy. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, I'm not crazy, but let's get out of here. I don't think I can do it here. Yeah, I'm going through Zone 0 and Zone 1. If there's Zone 2 and Zone 3, and then the room. Wonder what that means. North, right, south, west. Well, actually, yeah, oh shit, yeah. If all these things are different, then yeah, I didn't even think about that. I have no fear. I know how to not have fear anymore. I am not afraid. Do you want to know how? If you're not scared, then no, ask me. Pages taught me I'm not afraid anymore. Yeah, I'll take it. Wow, that was fucking easy. Can't get to the park. Maybe it's better that way. There had to be a good reason. So this is the west exit. This is the north exit. Makes sense. Mall's full of specters. It's terribly frightening. What? Mall. I have been thinking. I mentioned this before, right? I feel like at some point I really do want to play Earthbound. Buenos dias, dear AJ. Better place to shop in a shopping mall. I mean, fair enough. Color of pain, color of sadness. They don't... Which one's better? There's two. I guess I'll get the more expensive one. Battlesome symbol. Oh shit, the loyal symbol. Fuck. Waste of money. Aura of justice. Do I really want the aura of fear over the aura of justice? Oh, I can't even equip that. David Tunic. So I can equip the color of pain and the color of sadness. Guess I'll get two of those. Play Girthbound. Why would I need to play Girthbound? I'm girthy enough as it is. I mean, that's excessive. Won't be a waste. I don't need to say that. I apologize. That's not necessary. There is no world in which I need to say that. Ever. No excuse. Okay, let's sell. Buenos dias, Mandy. Nice. Nice. And Harold's bat. Sorry, Harold, but not anymore. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from, but not anymore. Fortune ticket. I'm gonna round it up to 30. Buy 3 fortune tickets because they're very, very expensive. Alright, bye, man. But sometimes you just get in those moods. I really have gotten very much into RPGs, haven't I? Talking to my friend who's playing FS7, who's not an RPG guy, so it's a big deal for him that he's playing it and getting into it. Like, a lot of people's introductions into games like that. Traditionally, I wasn't into RPGs. I guess I can't go further. I mean, you wouldn't think so, seeing all the shit I play, but like, it's just time. Time in memoriam changes people. Hello. You live in Bismarck. It's strange that you're not wearing a tie. These barriers prevent people from falling into plastic. They're even made of rubber, so you don't hurt yourself. It's good. Residential areas for residents only. Imagine the panic if intruders ever sneaked into our homes. I love his little walk cycle. And I like it. The simplicity of it is appealing. Do you ever feel like wearing shoes indoors makes you feel more productive? I mean, as somebody, I work from home often. Not every day, but often. I feel like there's kind of a level of wearing shoes indoors. Even if you're not going to a place, kind of puts you in the mindset of like, I'm here to work. I'm here to do things. So when you actually have to do stuff at home, like it's easier to focus. Maybe I'm crazy. Because then there's the thing of like you take off your shoes at the end of a long day. It's like one of the first things you do. You get in your house, you take your shoes off. Take off your shoes, take off your belt. All the that's what I do. Very common thing. Because then you're finally done for the day. And you can fucking put off the shit keeping you in order. If you're working from home, you don't get that satisfaction. Not that, putting up with wearing shoes all day is worth the satisfaction of taking it off, but it's like what Arnold said. Every time I lift, I feel like I'm coming. It's like that, but with shoes. Put the books back in order. Really? Hey, it's good. I'll let you further up then. That's great. The third floor is now accessible, but only for you. Thanks. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Do you ever wonder what kindness even is? Why do I even bother? Why even be nice to anybody? It never pays me any mind. Maybe I ought to not be kind anymore. Maybe I gotta be evil. Maybe that's the real truth of the world. You ever considered cat? You ever consider that? Oh, you're not the same cat. Who are you? What is that? You're not the judge. The judge? No, that is not my name. My name is Japhet. I am the creator of the city. I am also the one who leads the phantoms, the royal instruments of my vengeance. You're the leader of the specters? Precisely. They are my arms sent to me by the queen to restore justice to this zone. You must have been quite ardent to have set foot on the stairs of this library. I recognize in you a certain courage, an exceptional trait that in this fear-riddled place. However, my vengeance will not leave anyone unpunished. Therefore, you shall be the first to succumb to my blast of my ectoplasmic army. Fighting you already? There's no need for specters yet to eliminate you, you ridiculous sport pantaloon-clad puppet. I will finally get a taste of payback. What the fuck did I do? It's furious home run you motherfucker. I do kind of feel a little bad. I'm just beating the fuck out of a cat. This can't be like the final boss here, because this one will be very short compared to the first one. Aside from my utter incompetence. Your soul is valiant, so your arms are made in its image. I must admit that I may have underestimated you. Unfortunately for you, I would repudiate all my gentlemanly manners in order to be the new nemesis. Spectres, come to me. Let us dance together and resound in the song of the righteous. May the torment of men heal the wounds that you have been dealt me, and may your intangible bodies devour their souls for all eternity. Phantoms? Phantoms, come to me, I command you. Curses. By what spell, baleful human, do you succeed in impeding ectoplasmic acolytes from joining me? No matter. You shall taste my wrath. Ow. Ow. Hit. And kill yourself. Oh, that's real good. Wow, dead. That can't be the end of this zone. That would be way too quick. Pitiful fool. It is not yet time for me to reveal my true nature. But you know that you will soon get what you deserve, you insufferable buffoon. Add on Omega? Oh, fuck, a new party member. Okay, so they're not dead fully. Can I do anything here? assuming I'm roughly halfway through. We'll see. I don't know if I'd want to talk to cats. That's a common thing, like people want to talk to animals. I actually don't know if I'd really like that or not. That's a strange thing to say, maybe. Hello. But this is Japheth, the calm one. I almost said the girthy one for some reason. Girth is in my head. I saw a cat. It's waiting in front of the southern entrance. Oh, the judge. Salutations, dear immaculate comrade. Is your journey unfolding under optimal conditions? What are you, Chadley? These premises are less humid than the preceding ones. I must admit that I am very pleased about that. The feline race is not very fond of rain. I haven't heard from an old friend in the shopping mall in the north of the city has fallen prey to ectoplasmic assaults. Perhaps it would be wise for you to make your way there and illuminate the place with your purifying light. Yeah, I'll do that. But I don't want to talk to animals. I don't think they're gonna have anything interesting to say personally, and I'm like, not... I don't say I don't care. Maybe that's a little rude. I don't care. I like the peace of the world. As it is. Okay, so... what can I give my buddy? I can give it a loyal symbol. One. Give it an aura of fear. Wasn't there something that, like, only... okay. So... aura of justice, aura of fear. On the epidermis. All my fucking money gone. And color of sadness. Nice. Omega. Alpha and Omega. Interesting. I wonder what that indicates. Nobody knows. Oh, you? No. Oh, you? I also wonder if we're gonna get another party member or not. See, now that I'm doing, like, the long stream yesterday, this stream doesn't feel very long. I know it's been 3.5 hours, but... I should end it here. I will return to this, maybe next week. Because I don't think I want to do another 6-7 hour stream today. I wasn't intending to stream today anyways. I don't know why I did. But I just thought of this and I was like, you know what? I actually want to play this. It's weird. I guess it's kind of exactly what I was expecting, but I don't really know what I was expecting. In terms of off. The RPGMaker RPG. With some mysterious... what I've mostly heard is that there's some really massive fucking twist at the end. And I haven't the foggiest idea, obviously, because it's a massive twist. That's, like, really impactful and interesting. But we'll get to that. I mean, other than that, it's perfectly fine. Like, I like the atmosphere it's setting, and I like the visuals it's setting. They're both quite nice. And story-wise, it's, like, relatively interesting. Combat's whatever. It's just complete. I don't want to say it's kind of just generic fight. But it's neat. It's interesting. I like it so far. I'm curious to see what impact the later parts have when everything comes together, and if it's actually of any worth. I'm just glad I'm playing it, because it's been sitting on my computer for ages, and I've such a long time just wanted to check it out, and I haven't had the chance. But that'll be it for today. Speaking of spending my time, I can actually do something with my time on the weekend. It's even still sunny outside. Again, I got up at 8:30 today, so it's like I'm actually spending my time wisely. But yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening, everybody. Take care. Enjoy your weekend while it's still here before the week comes. But take care of yourselves. And as always, if it's not fun, why bother? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.